Hello everyone and welcome to the Plants But Better channel. My name is Adina and today we're talking with travelers. So if you have money to spend on those expensive trips around the world, and if you also like plants but don't know exactly what will fit for you, today's video is all about that. I will recommend you 3 resilient plants that could live in a lot of different conditions. 2 of them could tolerate medium light and 1 of them could live very well in full sun. And they are pretty low maintenance, so all those best attributes for your new home to get a bit greener. What makes a plant low maintenance and low effort? Well, in my opinion, the fact that you have to water it like super rarely, and you could definitely go out and enjoy your travelings without worrying that your plant might be dead when you come back. These plants will be thriving in neglect. You don't need to do a lot of stuff for them to be happy. They are not finicky, they don't need a lot of humidity to survive and grow beautifully, and that's what makes them special. So with that in mind, let's discuss about those 3 amazing plants. Let me show you the first one, which is the biggest plant, presenting the ZZ plant or Zamioculcas Zamiifolia. And this beast is quite heavy. The beauty about this plant is that it can tolerate medium light, even low light sometimes, but I won't recommend low light for any plant. So if you have a dark corner and it's very pretty, just try to help your plant with a grow light. You could definitely find some beautiful lamps that could be attached to that place. I water this plant once every 2 months, even 3, really depending on the growing season. If it's active, I water it a bit more frequently, like once a month or maybe once every 2 months, because this pot is bigger and it will store a lot of water for a longer period of time, and it is super resilient. So when you go away in your trips and you're coming home, you will see new growth on this plant, and also you'll see it alive and kicking. If you want to know more about this plant, I also have a care guide which is super detailed with everything there is to know, like temperature, humidity, soil, how to repot, when to repot, and all that good stuff, how to propagate. So if you're interested in this plant, you'll find the link in the description box or here in the cards. And as a great bonus, this plant has very shiny foliage, as you can see. It's shiny by nature. You don't have to do anything special. Just shower it from time to time, maybe when you water it, and that's it. It's so low maintenance. It's like the perfect plant ever. And it's also a beauty. Now let's move on to the second recommendations. Dun, dun, dun. Now my second beautiful option would be a snake plant, and this one is Sansevieria kirkii silver blue or star something. Fuck, I forgot. Now my second option would be a snake plant, and this one is Sansevieria kirkii silver blue. Well, technically a Dracaena, but everyone knows them as Sansevieria, so we'll keep it like that for the sake of this video. Keep in mind that I chose for this video plants that look very aesthetically pleasing. This one is pretty special and it has super similar conditions with the ZZ plant. The only mention that I have is the fact that it grows a bit more slowly. However, if you're traveling and you're coming back, maybe take a picture before and a picture after, you could actually see some growth developing, especially if it's growing season and if the temperatures are great outside. You could get this plant as a statement plant, something that will look very pretty in your home. And the good news about this genus is the fact that all of them are low maintenance. So it doesn't matter if you choose this option, you can choose another snake plant and it will be a very reliable and amazing plant to have if you're a traveler and don't have that much time. This one though is amazing. It's silver and it's blue, and I also have a care guide about it in the description, in the cards. It's there. And let me know what you think, because I find this plant very sexy. And last but not least, a cacti, a cactus, however you want to call it. What I like about this plant, not only the fact that it's a rescued plant, if you want to know the story, you know I got you, I have links everywhere. This plant hasn't given me any problem since I saved it from the streets. I have it since November last year, and I only water it twice. Once when I repotted and once a month ago or something. If it's winter and if it has this big of a pot, you can leave it alone forever because this cactus could store a lot of water and it will not need your help to survive. The only difference about this plant is the fact that it needs more light. Right now I have it on the balcony outside on full sun, and yesterday was raining, so free water without having to worry And the fact that it gets full sun, it will also help it to sustain itself. I don't have to do anything, just leave it alone outside and that's it. So this is a great choice if you have an open balcony or if you have super duper much sun in your life, in your home. I hope you have sun in your life either way. This plant is living its best life. It's living alone. I don't have to do literally anything, then just leave it outside or leave it inside when the temperatures drop. Speaking of which, temperature is another great point to discuss about because you'll have to ensure that your plants will live in decent temperatures, above 15 degrees Celsius. The best option would be something like 20 degrees Celsius or even more. But mostly when you're traveling, you're keeping your home safe, and I don't think stable temperatures would be a problem. Now let me show you all of them together just so you can get an idea. They don't even fit in the frame. I should have taken the bigger table for this video. This cacti, a great independent plant. The ZZ plant is the shiny queen, and the snake plant is the statement plant. A great tip to remember if you want plants but you're traveling a lot is the size of the pot. The bigger the size, the less water you'll need for your plants. Another tip to mention is about the light. So let's say you're going away for a longer period of time, but you're not sure if your plants will be okay. For this too, for the ZZ and the snake plant, you can move them away from brighter places to a bit like medium light places. When you do that, your plant is using less water and less light to photosynthesize. And less light means a longer watering time, if that makes sense. If it doesn't receive light, it doesn't need water that often. It's a codependent relationship. However, I cannot give you the same advice for the cacti because this plant will need a lot of light. But remember the fact that I didn't water my plant for 6 months, and I could definitely stretch that period of time to maybe 9 months or so, because these plants are very thick and they store water. Same story with the ZZ plant. The stems are usually very thick. They could store a lot of water. That's the secret. The bigger, the thicker the plant, the juicier the plant, the less water they need and more time you could stay relaxed in your holiday. Why did I choose only 3 recommendations? Because I don't want to give you a lot of headaches. Like, the less plants you have, the less headaches you have. And they will not disappoint. They will stay fresh and happy without your help. If you have stories about plants that survived amazingly while you were away, please let me know in the comments and let's share about those experiences. If you have additional tips, if you have additional recommendations, why not? Let's share it together. If you gain any value from this video, leave it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. And until next time, don't forget to take care of yourself and your plants, but these plants will take care of themselves while you are away. So my catchphrase doesn't really matter in this video. Okay, bye.